Hi everyone, and welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we will be discussing what intermittent fasting is, its benefits, and how you can start incorporating this in your day-to-day life. Before we start, please ensure you have subscribed and clicked on the bell icon to ensure you don't miss any notifications. Intermittent fasting is one of the world's most popular health and fitness trends. People are using it to lose weight, improve their health, and simplify their lifestyles. Studies show that it can have powerful effects on your body and brain and may even help you live longer. So, what exactly is it? Intermittent fasting is an eating pattern that cycles between periods of fasting and eating. It doesn't specify which foods you should eat, but rather when you should eat them. In this respect, it's not a diet in the conventional sense, but more accurately described as an eating pattern. Fasting has been a practice throughout human evolution. Ancient hunter-gatherers did not have access to supermarkets, refrigerators, or food available all year round. Sometimes they couldn't find anything to eat, and therefore would fast for extended periods of time. Okay, so now we've discussed what intermittent fasting is. Let's move on to some of the popular methods of fasting, starting with the 16-8 method. This method involves skipping breakfast and restricting your daily eating period to 8 hours, such as 1 p.m. to 9 p.m. Then you fast for 16 hours in between. Another popular method is the 5-2 diet. With this method, you consume only 500 to 600 calories on 2 non-consecutive days of the week, but eat normally the other 5 days. By reducing your calorie intake, both of these methods should cause weight loss, as long as you don't compensate by eating much more during the eating periods. Many people find the 16-8 method to be the simplest, most sustainable, and easiest to stick to. It's also the most popular. Now let's get into the 4 ways that it affects your body on a cellular and molecular level. Firstly, the levels of human growth hormone increase substantially, as much as 5-fold. According to studies done in the Journal of Clinical Investigation, an increase in human growth hormone levels has benefits for fat loss and muscle gain. Secondly, insulin sensitivity improves and levels of insulin drop dramatically. Lower insulin levels make stored body fat more accessible and lower your risk of developing diabetes. Thirdly, cellular repair takes place. When fasted, your cells initiate cellular repair processes. This includes a process known as autophagy, where cells digest and remove old and dysfunctional proteins that build up inside cells. Autophagy is the body's way of cleaning out damaged cells in order to regenerate newer, healthier cells, according to Priya Khurana, Ph.D., in nutrition education from Columbia University. Did you know the discovery of the mechanisms involved in autophagy was so groundbreaking that the person who discovered them, Yoshinori Oksumi, was awarded the 2016 Nobel Prize in Physiology or Medicine? Watch out for a future video on autophagy. And finally, the last change that takes place is gene expression. There are changes that take place in the function of genes that are related to longevity and protection against certain diseases. Let's discuss the health benefits of intermittent fasting. As mentioned previously, intermittent fasting can help you lose weight and belly fat due to the fact that your caloric intake is lower. Intermittent fasting can reduce insulin resistance, lowering blood sugar by 3 to 6%, and fasting insulin levels by 20 to 31%, which protects against type 2 diabetes. Studies carried out by the National Library of Medicine have shown reductions in markers of inflammation, a cause of many chronic diseases. Intermittent fasting actively reduces inflammation. Intermittent fasting can reduce bad LDL cholesterol, blood triglycerides, inflammatory markers, blood sugar and insulin resistance, all risk factors for heart disease. Other health benefits include the prevention of cancer, an increase in the brain hormone BDNF, which aids in the growth of nerve cells and, in a recent study, intermittent fasting has been shown to extend lifespan in rats. Keep in mind that research is still in its early stages. Many of the studies were small, short-term, or conducted in animals. And finally, it's important to remember that if you have a medical condition, you should consult with your doctor before trying intermittent fasting. This is particularly important if you have diabetes, have problems with blood sugar regulation, have low blood pressure, take medications, are underweight, have a history of eating disorders, are a woman who is trying to conceive, are a woman with a history of amenorrhea, are pregnant or breastfeeding. All that being said, intermittent fasting has an outstanding safety profile. There is nothing dangerous about not eating for a while if you're healthy and well-nourished overall. Hey, thanks for watching. See you in the next one.